Hey everybody.
Hey,
Welcome back to our latest episode of the initial reactions for May 2017 for PlayStation Plus.
yes, this one's a little bit different, not because of technical difficulties, but because this game is hard to voice over.
Yes, it is. So if you'll notice, we are playing Tales of the Borderlands, and this is our main character, Reese.
Reese.
It's
Definitely Reese.
Reese. It looks
reasons.
exactly like a Borderlands game. Like even the menu system, if you notice, if you've ever played Borderlands before, it looks exactly like it, which I appreciate.
So good. I love it.
Now the tape on him looks less convincing. But
Yeah,
that's
but
more
I'm
of
not
an
playing
art
this
style.
game to be convinced.
I know it's
No.
more of an art style thing. Than,
That situation there is how you find yourself for a solid portion of the game. I have beaten the game already.
yeah.
Not off PlayStation Plus. I bought it when it came out, but this is Hyperion.
Yeah.
Yeah, I played through it. I loved it.
Yeah.
This is Vaughn. He's our buddy. He's with us through the game.
He's an accountant. And then this is an example of the decisions that you make in the game. This is one of the main interactions in the game that you're controlling.
It's most of the interactions you're going to do. It's a very telltale game. And so what you'll see coming up here is an example of how the system plays as you go through it. So as you make certain decisions, you'll see pop up in the corner there, Vaughn won't forget this moment. And so if you make the right decisions, it can sway them to either get closer to you or not like you as much.
This here is Vasquez.
Vasquez.
I always want to say it when people have this like Vasquez. Like I want to. There's the Shock from Dual Colored Eye Boy. He's a bad guy. We had a boss and he's not him, and that's disappointing. It seems like a really interesting story. I have always loved Borderlands humor and their stories, and from the little bit we played, you could really tell that it's a Borderlands story. Not just the art style, but like just the dialogue sounds like something you would find in a Borderlands game.
Yeah, I think it's really well done. I'm sure Gearbox had a big hand in it, but this right here is another example of a lot of the interaction you have throughout the game. So you just look around and you're like, you can look at these things, interact with these things. Certain things trigger certain actions. So if we looked at things in different orders, so as we look at the computer here, this triggers the next action for you to look through your eagle eye, I think, eagle vision, something vision. Use that cool robotic eye that you have.
Yep, that thing. Echo Eye.
Echo eye. I knew it was an E.
Yeah. And so this gives you just like some more options. So it's interesting. It's not just a walking simulator with decisions. You know, there are different components to it. You can scan different things. There's just some interesting stuff. Like that is a Borderlands style menu with the style text and the funny little flavor text.
Gearbox style writing.
Status not well. Obviously he's dead. He's in space. That's not good. One thing that I don't really know, like, is a Helion and Helion, are those real words, or is this just another one of like Borderlands Gearbox?
I am 100% convinced that is a Gearbox made up word.
Yeah, because it just seems like a weird thing to. I don't know. It doesn't even make sense.
You get blood pressure on this guy, but not on other. I don't know.
Well, it's not important on
Yes,
these
I
things.
like that about just.
140/90 is like an unusual number.
Yeah, I think it's supposed to be. What is it? 120/80. I don't know.
Cost
Something like
expensive.
that.
Obviously, it's a holographic.
So
monitor.
that's the thing that
Checks
triggers
out.
the next piece of it.
Yep.
So on the phone call, you heard Vasquez, the guy that called him, asked if he wanted to buy a vault key, and so that's the next part of the story that you get into later on in the episode. We don't get to it here, but Reese goes down to try and get the aforementioned vault key after he's been demoted to be vice janitor.
Vice janitor. Yeah, that's okay. And I love this announcement here.
Reese to sector D451 for trash cleanup, because that is your job now, to clean up trash with your bare hands.
Sorry, you were.
It's just like, with your bare hands.
It's just so Borderlands, and I was kind of worried it would be. I mean, I never played this game, and I've always heard really good things about it, so I kind of assumed. But going in blind, my concern would be like, oh, it's going to be like Borderlands. But since the Borderlands people didn't specifically make it, it's not going to have the same humor, and that's definitely not the case.
It very much does all throughout it. It is Telltale, and Telltale has their own issues with their engine and whatnot. I didn't have any problems with it. The only issue I ran into is I had to switch PS4s between because mine died, and I was like on the last chapter.
Yeah,
And when it loaded in, it loaded up like story-altering different decisions from what I had made, and I was like, no.
yeah.
So if you get it, make sure you back up to the cloud, just as a precaution, which
never
you should
know.
always do.
These intro sequences for Borderlands games are
so
always just
good.
so much fun. They're all very similar to this, very bloody, murdery type thing. So initial reactions, I'm gonna play this. I am gonna play it.
I would highly recommend.
If you
play
haven't
it.
checked out this and you like Borderlands or anything related to Borderlands, check it out. You're not checking it out necessarily for the gameplay, but just to
No,
enjoy
you're
a
not.
story. It's basically like watching a movie, right?
Yeah, for the most part, you interact with the movie, and it's got really good voice acting. Like Reese is voice acted by Troy Baker, if you're into that at all. And another one of the main bad guys is Nolan North, and obviously Vasquez is Patrick Warburton, and all the voice acting is just done so well, and it's so funny and just good from top to bottom, I think.
Yeah, it really is. So that's going to conclude our initial reactions for the month of May. Just remember, we put out videos now Monday through Friday, every day of the week, the weekday. So make sure you tune in, follow us up on our Twitter at IR Games to stay on top of stuff. And if there's other stuff you guys want to check out, let us know below. Otherwise, thanks for hanging out.
See ya.
Bye.